And welcome to Sweet Blessings, the Anna L. Brothers Show and Podcast. We come to you every Wednesday to inspire, to encourage, and to empower you to live a healthier lifestyle. I'm Anna. I'm the host of Sweet Blessings. I have to always write all of this down, y'all. I'm also a retired school teacher. I'm an educational consultant. I'm an author. I'm a jewelry consultant, and I have a business, the Jazzy Jewels Collection, where we put a little jazz in your step. I am also a certified cake instructor, so I teach cake decorating, and I have a little home business called Sweet Listings Desserts. Okay, and then I'm also a health consultant. So, the purpose of this podcast is to make you more aware of your surroundings, to provide you with knowledge and information. And it is done through myself giving knowledge, but also through speakers and workshops and things of that nature. So, if you feel, I always say this, Sweet Blessings, we do have advertising, sponsor, commercial, and guest slots. So, if you're interested in any of those, please reach out to me at my website, which is lastine1 at gmail.com. And also, you can reach out to me at CTR Media Network as well. Uh, Also, this is my bit. I do have a website, and that website you can also contact me there as well, um, to be a guest or a sponsor of an episode or anything like that as well. Also, this I want to, I do go live on my Facebook page, on Instagram, as well as on Facebook. This is with my jewelry business. So in case you want to stop in sometimes and check it out. But it's on Tuesday mornings and Thursday evening. And Thursday evenings I'm on Facebook and Instagram. This is my Facebook. And if you want to check it out, and also this is my Instagram. So both of those, I'm on both of those platforms on Thursdays, and then back on Fridays, I am back on just. So I always hello. Thanks for hopping on, Joshua. Thank you. I'm always asked for support. You can support me by sending stars, and stars help me earn money to make more content. And I love bringing more content to you. This is a passion of mine. And how I got started in this was that my mother had dementia, and I knew nothing about dementia. You hear about Alzheimer and all of those avenues of things, but I found like I didn't know anything. I joined a support group, and that support group truly, truly, truly helped me in a great deal in gaining knowledge and being able to help my mother out. You have to know before you can help. And so I figured if I didn't know, other people didn't know, and this is my way of giving back. Okay. So, if you want to send me stars, you can. I think that is all my housekeeping for this. We're going to break away to this evening. I am one other announcement I need to make because my guest last week Farah Ali. She is having, and I'm gonna show it later on in the broadcast, but she is launching her podcast program. She's starting a podcast, and I'm trying to get on to become a part of our network, but we'll see. Uh, but she's launching it, and it is next Friday, I do believe. And because she was a guest on my show, it's in Lombard. And I do realize that we have people from all over the world listening to this, but it is in Lombard, Illinois. So if you are in that area, by all means, it's in the evening. And I'm going to post where it is exactly later on. But by all means, go there and make sure you mention Sweet Blessings to Anna L. Brother Show and Podcast. She is giving everyone a book, one of her books, and she wrote a book on how to become a millionaire investing in real estate uh, as well. So we're going to take a brief commercial, and then when I come back, we're going to talk about the National Day of Prayer. And how many of you know about the National Day of Prayer? Um, it's been around a long time, but I'm going to be honest with you. Um, I was not aware until up in my ages, up in the ages, about the National um, Day of Prayer. So we're going to take a brief commercial. And then when we come back, I'm going to try to kind of explain it kind of to you, or I really can't explain it. I'm going to try to enlighten you on it. And then we're going to talk about some ways that people um, celebrate the National Day of Prayer. And I'll tell you also about me and how my community celebrates the National Day of Prayer. So let's do that commercial, and we'll be right back.
Join the She Trucking Foundation today and be a part of a supportive community of women in the trucking industry. Unlock exclusive access to valuable resources, including mentorship, educational workshops, and networking opportunities. Whether you're an experienced professional or just starting your trucking journey, She Trucking is here to empower you and help you thrive. Visit www.shetrucking.com to join us and drive your trucking career to new heights.
All righty, She Trucking. I'm still trying to get that young lady on this program, y'all. I'm going to keep on trying. She is a very busy lady, but she has done some miraculous things with her She Trucking Foundation. So, with that being said, I also want to remind you all, I haven't forgotten. Oh my God, I could never forget this one. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. And there it is there. I am trying to build my subscribers up there. And you could help me out by uh, subscribing to my YouTube channel. I appreciate it. Thank you. All right, so now we are going to get into the unity, reflection, and faith across America, observing National Day of Prayer. Now, as I was telling you, I got notes here, y'all. When you reach a certain age, you have to have notes, okay? But like I was telling you, and I've been in the religion, religion runs in my family. My grandfather was a minister, and all those type of things. But I did not learn about the National Day of Prayer. I want to say in 1985, and that's when basically I moved to this community that I'm in now. And my community is called the community of churches. There are many churches in my community and many different types of denominations. And it's great to say that we could possibly use this community as an example, but people observe the National Day of Prayer in different ways, and that is what we're going to talk about today. So, the National Day of Prayer is an annual observance. It's held on the first Thursday of May in the United States. So it is um, a day that is celebrated only in the United States. It's a day designated for people of all faiths to come together and pray for the nation, its leaders, and its citizens. The tradition dates back to 1952. That's probably might be why I can't do it. I was young then, I was born, but I couldn't have been no more than about one or two. I know y'all think I'm crazy, but I'm serious. The traditional dates back to 1952 when it was established by a joint resolution of the United States Congress and signed into law by President Harry S. Truman. Since then, it has been observed by millions of Americans across the country, with events ranging from large gatherings to personal prayers. The National Day of Prayer Task Force organizes participation in this day of spiritual reflections and unity. And like I said, my community is a community that observes the National Day of Prayer. And we do quite a bit of things for the National um, Day of Prayer, and I'll tell you those as we go along. So we're going to take another brief commercial, and then we are going to come back.
CTR Media Network is now accepting new podcasters to join our growing network that's reaching 350 million global listeners. Have you heard? CTR Media Network offers podcast production, podcast training, distribution, and product placement. Book us for your next event or schedule an interview with CTR Media Network podcasters today. To learn more, go to ctrmedianetwork.com.
Okay, we are back, and we are talking about National Day of Prayer. And I just thought it was so appropriate for me to kind of share a little knowledge on that, because tomorrow is the National Day of Prayer. And this episode gives you just a few little things that people do across the United States. And so let's look at some of them. Ways to observe National Prayer Day across the United States. So we have prayer gatherings. Many communities organize prayer gatherings in churches, parks, schools, and other public places where people come together to pray for the nation, its leaders, and various concerns. We also have interfaith services, where some observances include interfaith services where people from different religious backgrounds come together to pray and promote unity. And just here recently, We've also had online events. So in recent years, there's been an increase in online events and live streams, allowing people to participate in prayer activities virtually. Now, a lot of people might not be interested in prayer, but we need prayer. Prayer is what sustains us. And so, my church, I'm a Lutheran, but I've been raised a Baptist, I've been raised a Methodist, but my faith now is Lutheran. And I've been a Lutheran since I was a little girl. My grandfather was Baptist, and my aunt, um, they were Methodists. My uncles were Baptist ministers because two of my grandfather's children were ministers as well. So I'm aware of many, many different types of religions, and I'm grateful for that because sometimes people don't understand um, different types of religion. And that's why I like the interfaith services where we come together on that day. And my community does that. Um, we have what is called the mayor's breakfast, and the mayor is one of the sponsors. And we also have what is called a ministerial association, South Suburban Administration, minister. I can't even say the word association, and they come together, and it's many different types of faiths: Dutch, Pentecost, Christian, and it's different types, not just different types of faith, but also we have the schools that are part of it because you have ministers in that. The hospitals are part of it because there are ministers of faith in the hospital. So all of that is part of the ministerial, I'm getting it out, association here that we have. And so I can say that the prayer gatherings and the interfaith service is part of our community. And believe it or not, the online events is part of it as well. Because when we had COVID, you all are not going to believe this, but the mayor and the trustees, they made arrangements with two of the restaurants in the town because it's always done with the mayor's breakfast. So they made, I wanted to come back on and tell you this, but when we had COVID, what they did was they made arrangements with two of the restaurants in our community, and you could place your order there, pick your order up, and bring it back home, and you still had breakfast with the mayor, and it was done online, and it was just as moving as it was when you go, but I prefer going, okay, because you get a chance to talk to people and socialize with people at their table and everything. So all of these events are going on. All of these people do these things, and I haven't been a part of all of those the prayer gatherings because we gather for prayer. Um, and all of this, ours is done at a church, and it is done at a non-denominational church. They have entertainment. I mean, it's early in the morning though. It's like 7:30 in the morning. But you get there, you have your breakfast, and then you go on to do. I guess they go to work. I'm retired, so I have Bible study on that day, so I go to Bible study at 10 because it's over about 9:30. I might come home and refresh up and stuff like that. So anyway, let us move on to our next group of things. Let me see. Should I do a commercial? I think I will do a commercial and then we'll be right back. Hold on. Sometimes I can't find my commercials. All right, we are back and we're looking at ways to observe National Prayer Day across the United States. So, bring it back to the screen because some people observe it individually. Many individuals observe the day through personal prayer, either alone or with family and friends. Some people take prayer walks. Some communities organize prayer walks where participants walk through neighborhoods praying for specific needs and concerns in each area. Public proclamation. Local and state governments may issue proclamations recognizing the National Day of Prayer and encouraging citizens to participate in prayer activities. Special services. Some churches and religious organizations hold special prayer services or vigils to mark the occasion. Now, I don't know about you, but I believe we all do individual prayers, whether we do it with our family or by ourselves. I can remember praying from just a little girl where you had to get down on your knees and I pray the Lord my soul to keep. You remember that one, y'all? So I still pray. I'm very grateful because I think God answers my prayers. He might not answer them when I want him to answer, but he does answer my prayers. Um, um, Alone or with family and friends. So recently, I lost someone very dear to me, and I'm still kind of dealing with it a little bit. And I pray every day for that. Sometimes we pray together with my family, and sometimes I just pray by myself. Prayer walks. I'm not really. I don't think I've ever done that, but I think I can give an example of that because sometimes that happens when there is some type of crime and the community comes together and they might want to they walk in unity, and when they walk in unity uh, they they pray, you know. Also, during the civil rights movement, uh, there was a lot of walking and a lot of praying. We might need to get back into that. I just don't know. But anyway, those to me is what I consider prayer walks. Public proclamations. I'm going to tell you, my government here, they do. I don't know about the state, but the local, because I told you it's the mayor's prayer breakfast. And so we go there, and it's well attended. Um, so we go there, we eat, and we fellowship, and it's all different types of denominations. And I consider that a special service because that's what it is. It is a special service that they're doing for National Prayer Day. So we are going to come back. I'm going to go take another commercial, y'all. That's what I mean. And then we're going to come back. And I'm going to do a summary. And I'm going to end my program almost the same this evening. Uh, but there was let me come back on here real quick. There was, like I told you, I just mentioned that I lost someone dear to me. In fact, the funeral was last Friday. And, you try to be strong, and sometimes it's very hard to be strong. And you think you are stronger than what you had anticipated. And so, one of my family members, in fact, the daughter, asked me to say a poem, which I love doing, you all. I love doing poems. And I thought I was strong enough to do that poem. But as I got up to say the poem and got to the podium, I started filling up. And it was very difficult for me to get those words out. I don't know if you've been in that position before. But the whole church got quiet, which made me even more nervous. But I took a deep breath and I managed to get through it. It was more difficult than I had anticipated. Now, I tell you this story because I wanted to say 2 poems, but I was a basket case after that poem. And I opted not to do it. I didn't have the strength to do it. So this evening, I'm going to end my program with that poem because I feel like this is what that individual was saying. And this is what I would say too. So I'm going to dedicate this poem to all the people who have lost someone very dear to them. And I just thought that it would be so appropriate this evening if I did this poem. So I am going to bring it up and then I'm going to close out. I want to, hold on. I want to do the summary. I'm not even going to break for a commercial. I want to do the summary and then I'm going to read the poem. So, look at the summary, y'all. They done split it up on me. But anyway, overall, The National Day of Prayer provides an opportunity for people of all faiths to come together in unity and pray and unity and prayer for the well-being of the nation. So, this evening, I want to thank you all for listening to my episode on the National Day of Prayer. And like I said, I lost someone very dear to me. And I want to dedicate this poem to everyone who has lost someone dear. And keep this in mind. One at rest. Think of me as one at rest. For me, you should not weep. I have no pain, no troubled thoughts, for I am just asleep. The living, thinking me that was, is now forever still, and life goes on without me, now as time forever will. If your heart is heavy now because I've gone away, do not dwell upon it, friend, for none of us can stay. Those of you who liked me, I sincerely thank you all. And those of you who loved me, I thank you most of all. And in my fleeting lifespan, as time went rushing by, I found some time to hesitate, to laugh, to love, to cry. Matter it now if time began, if time will ever cease. I was here, I used it all, and now I'm at peace. I just felt compelled to do that, and I want to dedicate that to all the people who have lost someone dear to them. And if you get a chance tomorrow, I'm going to close my program again with thank you. I want to remind you all to live your life to the fullest. Also, you're going to laugh. Find somewhere in your life to laugh. The last thing is self-love. Remember to do self-love. That's the most important love there is. And so with that being said, I am going to bid you adieu. I will be back on next Wednesday, but I will be a little late. It will be 8:30 instead of 7:30. I just wanted to let you know. I am going to do my recognition, and I want to wish you all a blessed thing. And if you get a chance, go out. I am going to put in here where our prayer breakfast is in the morning. It's $10. Forgot to tell you that, but it's $10. It used to be $5. This year they went up. But where can you go get something for $5 or $10? But if you would like to come, it starts at 7:30 in the morning, but it is well worth it. You get, you feel with blessing because they have different ministers from different congregations speak there, and they have a special guest speaker coming. It's all in the thing, so hopefully I can go slowly with it so you all can see it. So it's on my upcoming events, which I'm getting ready to show. So I'm going to show my upcoming events, my sponsors, and my recognition. So I will bid you all adieu and see you next Wednesday. Have a good one. I hope you enjoyed this one.